Good evening, everybody. Come on in. Just finishing up. Oh, I don't like that. How's everybody doing tonight? As promised, we are going to make a Happy New Year's wreath. And we decided to add a little twist to it. We're going to use a black pine base. Hi, Dawn. Get our ribbon tails finished up here. Done fighting with them. Not a big fan of either one of these ribbons, to be honest with you. They're real thin and flimsy. But it'll be okay. Yeah, we could not too many. We might wind up putting that in later, I don't know. Hi, baby. I changed up some ribbon. Hope you don't mind. Me and Jeanette were up here, picked the mesh, picked all the ribbons, and I wasn't in the room 5 minutes and I changed the ribbons on her. Hi, Diana. Oh, okay, so I had to spend some quality time fluffing this pine base. It was severely lacking, but once I got everything untangled, it's not too awful bad. So I think we'll be okay. I did not cut any of my mesh because I'm not quite sure how many ruffles I'm going to put in it. Nothing else is new, Jeanette. Nothing else. Hi, Midge. So I got my ribbon tails cut, dovetailed, and all folded up nice. I'm going to go around and... Hi, Deanne. Hi, Sharon. I'll go through and make sure this wreath base is fluffed out as best we can. Hi, Mom. I think that's probably about as good as it's going to get. You need to clean your tools, Jeanette. These things have got glue strings all over them. What the heck? Hi, Nancy. So we'll cut the tag off of it so we don't look like mini pearl. The wreath base. Hi, Shauna. The wreath base came from At Home on their Halloween collection, obviously because it's black. Price on that was $7.99. Not too bad. I'll set those to the side. Hi, Faye. Get a drink here and we'll start cutting some mesh. Look out, he's got a sharp instrument. Oh, I suppose first and foremost probably ought to put the cable mounts on the back of the sign. I haven't done that yet either. Oh, let's see. If I was Jeanette, where would I hide my DAP? Hold, please. Do I have to open the new one? Oh, nope, there it is. Alright, let's try this again. Hi, Pammy. Yeah, Jeanette's at work, so I don't know how long she's going to be hanging in there. She'll be here for a minute. Alright, we're going to put some DAP. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Probably just moved my sign too. I did. It'll be alright. Oh. We're about to find out what happens when you put too much DAP on. Well, Shauna. What do you mean all these people were rude tonight? Who are you talking about, Jeanette? Well, Shauna, me and Jeanette came up here last night, and hi, Linda. We picked out all the ribbons and the mesh, and I wasn't in here 5 minutes, and I changed 2 of the ribbons out. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Richard. Oh, Walmart shoppers. I was going to say, there ain't nobody being rude on here yet. Except maybe me. So, as promised, we're going to do our new Happy New Year's wreath. So it'll be interesting with how I got these. Had to fight with the DAP and lost. Now I'm losing the battle with cable mounts. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to lay that over there. So for those of you that didn't see the post, see what the sign looks like. And get the glare off of it. There we go. This is going to be our sign for tonight. Yeah, Richard, dippity-doo, a little dabble do you. Well, a couple of them got a little too much, but it'll be okay. Alright, and for tonight, we have gone with a black and natural mesh. Just says mesh. And some, I'm not really sure what color to call this. Kind of like a cream with gold foil in it. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Jeanette made that herself. Well, Jeanette designed that herself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Richard. Oh, it's a battle with everything, man. Good Lord. The struggle is real. Alright, I didn't cut the mesh ahead of time because I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, how many I'm going to use. We're using a pine base, so I think we're going to start with 6 and see how that looks. Alright, we need to even this up a little bit. Maybe. operator error. Oh, and Jeanette's mat is backwards. I forgot. You're right, you can't, Lori. Alright, we're going to cut our mesh at 25 inches. We cut our ribbon tails at 13. That's what I'm thinking, Richard. I think Jeanette bought a mat for left-handed people. It's all good though. That's weird. So we probably should have done the New Year's Eve wreath a couple weeks ago, but here we are. Richard, we are not playing the game tonight. Me and Jeanette talked about it. We decided we're just going to do a word of the day on Wednesday. We're going to do the game on Mondays. Because with both of us working full time and the back-to-back lives. Hi, Jeannie. The puzzle on Wednesday nights gets a little crazy. All right, guys. There's our six cuts. I reserve the right to cut more. All right, so we got all of our mesh cut. We got our ribbon tails cut and folded. Show everybody what we're doing with tonight. Oh, I guess it would help if I switch cameras first, huh? This is awkward by yourself. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, Richard, it is from At Home, from the Halloween collection. So the ribbons we're using tonight is this gold glitter, and I paired that up with a natural and cheetah print. And the other ribbon pairs, and these are going to be interesting to work with. A white satin with gold glitter, and then a black sheer with a little bit of specks of glitter on there. So those are going to be our ribbon tails for tonight. I did say hi to you, Lori. Go back and watch the replay. Just kidding, Lori. We are probably going to wind up adding more mesh, but we'll see what it looks like with 6. Get our handy dandy bow dabra. That was easy for me to say. Uh-oh. Jeanette, where did you hide all the clothespins, girl? This ain't good. I got to have a clothespin. She hit the clothespins from me. We're just gonna roll with it. Hi, Donna. And turquoise bin on the side by the point. That's all right. We'll just use this one. Nah, it's all right, Lori. You're allowed to mess with me. Hi, Jacqueline. No, it's all good. Hi, Gia. Nope, you didn't miss it. We're just getting started good. I didn't do a whole lot of prep before we started, so. Hi, Joan. So Jeanette's at work, so you guys get me tonight. Of course, if you watched the live on Monday, you knew that already. And we're doing a Happy New Year's wreath on a black pine base. All right, that looks like a good spot for the first two. All right. No worries. No worries about what, Jeanette? Oh, you must be talking to Linda. Like I said, guys, I haven't really decided for sure how many ruffles we're going to put on here. Hey, Vincent. We're just going to play it by ear. Let's see what happens. You know me, I always fly by the seat of my pants. Couldn't go on Facebook Live to watch. Why not? You get in trouble? Six is not going to work. Maybe. We're going to try it and see. Hi, Nancy. I already said hi to you. That's all right. I can tell you hi again. So I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this COVID thing is getting out of control. Especially where I work. It's just crazy. Well, me and my office mate Tom just came back to work because him and his wife and his son all had COVID. And we decided we were going to limit people, how many people we were going to let in our office. And we wear masks. Not all day, but pretty much all day. And there's just more and more people keep getting sick where I work. Craziness. Our county apparently is a hot spot. Our numbers keep going up and up and up. Linda, the mesh is cut to 25 inches. So everybody's saying Facebook's being wonky tonight, huh? Well, that's not good. So the mesh is cut at 25. The ribbon tails that I'm going to put in here in a little bit are cut at 13. You know what? Oh, it does say. And the black pine base is a 20 inch. And then we're just doing double woodland ruffles. Really haven't decided for sure how many I'm going to put in. We're just going to put them in until it looks good. I cut 6 to start with. Depending on how I do this, we may have to wind up cutting some more though. We'll see. I was playing around with the wreath base before we went live. Took you 15 minutes to get on. Should have just went to YouTube. Hi Bianca. Glad you could join us tonight. Yeah, I think we'll go there. So we were looking at some stuff for me to do tonight, and we looked up on the wall because I mean the colors for the Happy New Year sign is black and gold with just a wee splash of silver on it. And I looked up, and we have a couple of these black pine bases that we never used for Halloween. Well, hi Aunt Mo. So we decided it'd be cool to use a black pine base for this. And we picked our ribbons out last night, and I did not realize that the sign had leopard print, cheetah print, whatever you want to call it, on it. So I changed out a couple of the ribbons today. Of course, Jeanette's used to me doing that. I change my mind almost as much as she does. Alright, not quite. Not quite. Duh. What? You better not be done, me, Jeanette. See, guys, we banter back and forth and pick on each other. We ain't even in the same building. We ain't even in the same county. Ooh, need a drink. It's dry in this room or something. Alright guys, we got one more set. Yeah, Linda, that's true love. She's a pain in the butt sometimes, but I wouldn't trade her for anything. No, I'm not just saying that because she's watching. Well, thanks, Maureen. We were digging through the mesh yesterday, trying to figure out what kind of mesh would go best on this, and I think we made a pretty good choice. Bianca, the mesh is cut at 25. Hi, Tammy. I am a pain in her butt too, Linda. I'm really good at it. Just saying. It's what I do best. It's a man thing. Absolutely. I don't know, we got a hot mess of mesh going on here. Let's straighten this out a little bit. Once the ribbon stuff's in there, you never see it. Speaking of ribbon, there we go. I think we're going to cut two more to throw in there. We're just going to start putting our ribbon tails in after this. We'll put some mesh over here and some mesh over here. I think that'll do her. Maybe. Maybe not. Might have to get more. What in the world? Okay, baby. I may or may not still be up when you get home tonight. We'll have to see. Jeanette has bailed on us, and now I can really talk about her. No, I'm just kidding. My ribbon tails are getting in the way over here. Hi, Alfreda. How are we doing tonight? All right, I think we'll put another bare spot right there that I don't like. All right, we'll use those two ties. Yeah, this pine base is a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. It's got some really long bare spots on the frame, and then the frame is silver. It wasn't coated with anything to make it black. So I got to be careful and make sure that not a whole lot of the frame is showing. Well, thank you, Alfreda. I really like this cream mesh with the gold foil in it. It's doesn't have real good coverage. It's pretty see-through, but it's really cool looking. Alright guys, I think this is going to be our last bundle of mesh right here. Something's rattling. Driving me nuts. Alright guys. I think that's going to do it with the mesh. That looks pretty decent. Hi Busby. How you doing, chickie? Alright. I'm not real sure how this ribbon is going to turn out. But we're going to go with it. Oh, thank you, Nancy. The black sheer and the gold glitter, both meshes, and yeah, the black sheer and this gold mesh is what me and Jeanette had originally picked last night. The leopard print came in because when I made the sign, I didn't realize last night that the sign had leopard print around the outside of it. So I decided to swap out a couple of the ribbons, change it up a little bit. Not that Jeanette was surprised that I did that, but you know. I will say that I must be cursed when it comes to picking ribbon, because every time I do a live, I pick the ribbon that the glitter falls off of the easiest. Let me see real quick, Linda. So the other ribbon that me and Jeanette had picked last night was this Black and Natural Harlequin, and then just 1.5 inches natural. Like I said, when I seen that the sign had leopard print in it, where's my other tie? There we go. I decided to change it up a little bit. Ask Jeanette. I do it all the time. I'm kind of worried about making the bow for this though, because this white ribbon with the gold glitter and then this black sheer, this stuff is like really flimsy. I am not gonna lie. Let's see, where are we going with this? Alright, we're going to go there with that one. But this gold glitter ribbon and that white satin with the gold glitter on it, it's like you even look at it and the glitter falls off of it. It's horrible. And then the ribbon tails are cut at 13, which is pretty standard for me and Jeanette anymore. What I did was I had started out with 6 cuts of mesh, and it looked a little bare. Hi, Connie. So I added 2 more to it. So we wound up with 8. Now I'm still planning on only using 6 sets of ribbon ties. That may also be subject to change. We'll have to. Oh, good Lord! No, I pulled a Floyd. I cut 6 of each, not 6 total. So we're gonna have all kinds of leftover ribbon tails. Jeanette's gonna be mad at me. It'll be alright though. She'll still love me. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of ribbon left over. Oh, absolutely, Shauna. You can't come in this room and not get covered in glitter. It's just not possible. Just not possible. So that's the 6. 6 isn't quite going to do it. So I guess I didn't cut too many extras. We're going to shove one more in here. Right about here. So we're going to wind up with 7 sets of ribbon tails, which I don't like because that's an odd number, which means Hey, Stacy. What's up, sis? If I had spaced them just a little bit differently, I could have put another set of ribbon tails there. It's all right, though. It'll be good. All right, so I have a bunch of ribbon left over because I cut way too much. Okay, so now we have, so we wound up putting 8 bundles of double woodland ruffles in and 7 sets of ribbon tails. So I think we're going to call that good because I got to put a sign and a bow in this anyway. Floyd Sparkle. Funny, Busby. Very funny. So what do you guys think? Should I squish this and make it into an oval, or should I leave it round? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Stacy? Should I squish this into an oval, or should I make it round, or leave it round? Hold it up. Stacy says round. What do you think, Linda? Nancy says round. Jeannie says round if the sign fits. Well, yeah, I got a round sign. All right, I guess we're going to go round. All right, so let's get. Oh, I didn't get any pipe cleaners out either. Sorry, guys. Hold, please. All right, 4 for the sign, 1 for the bow. We'll call that good. All right, so we're going to mount our sign. That DAP ought to be good and done by now. So for anybody that didn't see the sign when I first showed it, or you didn't see the post, this is our sign. The colors are a little weird on the screen there. Round and around I go. Hi, Pat. Richard, me and you got outvoted, buddy. Everybody else is saying round. So we got some gold glitter and some gold balloons with some little splash of silver, and then it's got cheetah print around the outside. Now, when I picked the ribbons and everything last night for the wreath, I didn't realize that the sign had cheetah print on it. So that's why I changed the ribbon up and made some with a changed the one that had I can talk tonight that had the leopard print on it. Yeah, you knew what I meant. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Jeannie. So we'll get the pipe cleaners on the cable mounts, and we'll get the sign on there, and then we're going to make a Floyd bow. Alright, we're going to try to make a Floyd bow. The ribbon choices, a couple of them are kind of flimsy. I'm going to have to be real careful which ones I put in what order to make the Floyd bow. Thanks, Pat. Absolutely, I'm making a Floyd bow, Richard. I don't make any other kind of bow. Ah, that's not quite true. Sometimes I will make a traditional. Well, I don't know, Linda. You tell me. Is that better than a Linda bow? not quite as nice as a Lisa bow. Now there's glitter all over the sign. Alright, I'm going to rotate this and figure out... Because I always put my signs at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna turn the wreath to about here. Yeah, this ought to be interesting. Alright guys, the struggle is real. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that didn't work. Sorry guys. You're going to have to go with most definitely. Well, I'm not going to lie, Linda. I can't say that I've ever seen a Linda bow. Absolutely, Richard. My signature bow. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. My signature Floyd bow is kind of just a modified funky bow. But I just put my own spin on it. We're getting there. Get this sign on here. Alright, we're going to move this a little bit. I struggle with this part so much. It is unreal. Especially on a pine base, because I don't do pine bases very often. A super stupendous sparkly skippy bow. I think I like that. Hi, Monica. Ah. Tell you what, Linda. I'll come down and show you how to make a Floyd bow. I am convinced that anybody could make a Floyd bow. Mounting the sign, that may be a different issue. Okay, guys, we got one more tie, and we're going to try to run up through there and hide a little bit. Doesn't appear to be working. Where's the cross member at? Oh, clear down there. Good Lord. I have never struggled this hard to put a sign on. Goodness gracious. Well, and by the time I got done wrestling, with putting the sign on, it's now not going to be at the 3:30, 4 o'clock position. It's going to be at the... I guess that would still be considered. Alright. Well, I can still see the pipe cleaner, but we can probably maneuver the mesh a little bit and cover that up. Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, I may struggle with my Floyd bow tonight because this white and black ribbon is horrible. Looks nice, but it's really a mess to. All right, guys, so there we go with our sign. We're gonna move that down just a little bit, and then we're gonna wind up putting our bow probably right about here. So we'll slide this over out of the way. See if we can find the bow dabra. And then I think I am going to add this harlequin to this bow. I do believe. And then we're going to go a little shorter on this one. I think we're going to go at 30 inches for the pieces of ribbon. Jeanette really doesn't care for my bow, but she'll get over it. She doesn't like how I leave the tails. She doesn't like how I cut my dovetails. Blah, blah, blah. But we're going to put a Floyd bow on it anyway. I hate when I do that. Put these pins down, so I don't know what I did with them. Almost forgot what I was doing there for a minute. It's been a long day, everybody. Crazy day at work. People getting sick. Alright. So how I make my bow, I always use 5 pieces of ribbon the same length. Oh, would you look at that? I almost ran out. I literally have 1 inch left over. Well, that was crazy. No, I won't get in trouble. We argue about my bow all the time. In fact, one time she went to the shop and changed my dovetails and trimmed the tails off my bow. I was not very happy. Not happy at all. But I got over it. And we're going to go ahead and dovetail these before I put them in. All right, we're going to start off. Oh, no, wait. That would be a little short. Okay, we're going to start off with an 8-inch tail, not a 7. And we're going to do a 7-inch loop with that. Now, if you've ever watched me do a live before, you will know that there is no set size to my ribbon when I do a bow. When I did the 1 gallon paint stick, I cut the ribbons at 32. This one I cut at 30. I have cut them as short as 26. It's just really weird. That's why they call it. And I mean, and that it's based on a funky bow, which is why they call it a funky bow. But I change it up a little bit, and like I said, I don't have any set length. When I do a pixie wreath, I have to go a little shorter. But I'll be honest with you, the 32-inch ribbon on that 1 gallon paint stick was just a bit much. Alright guys, and we're going to flip this one and do a 7-inch tail. And then an 8-inch loop. No, we are not going to do an 8-inch loop. We're going to drop it down to 6. What was I thinking? Obviously I wasn't. It'll be okay. Yeah, this white ribbon is really super flimsy. Well, that's the great thing about wreath making, or any kind of crafting, really. Everybody's got their own way of doing things in their own style. I mean, how boring would it be if everybody did the exact same thing? I don't think I would watch any more videos on how to make wreaths, because it would be pretty boring. Alright, and now we're going to take this out. We're going to go to about a 9-inch tail on this one. And then we're going to go down to a 5.5-inch loop. There's, and I think Jeanette's OCD kicking in is what really bothers about my bow. Hi, Debbie. There's no rhyme or reason. I just take them and I make it up as I go. There's really no, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to how I do this. I just try to change it up and what I think is going to make it look interesting when I'm done with it. So there's no... The only thing that I haven't tried doing one of my bows is I always use 5 pieces of ribbon, and they are all 5 the same length. Other than that, anything goes. Okay, we're going to take this one back out to a 7-inch tail. And we're going to take this back out to about a 6.5-inch loop. Yeah. Because the trick to doing a bow, regardless of how many loops, the size of the loops, the size of the tails, it's all in where everything is positioned when you tighten down the, however you're going to tighten down. Some people use pipe cleaners. Some people use zip ties. I have never tried to use a pipe cleaner to make a bow. Jeanette taught me when I first started making bows to use zip ties, and that's always what I used. We got to redo that one. That one turned out a little wonky. There we go. Alright, and then I think we're going to stick with the 7-inch tail on this one. And then we're going to drop it back down to a 6-inch loop. You'll see that that tail is about 3 inches longer than that one. I may wind up trimming it, I may not. Yes, Linda, I will be doing the private group at 8 o'clock as well. Jeanette doesn't get off work until, I think, 10, maybe? All right, we're going to go ahead and give you the word of the day for today. We're an hour in. It's safe to give you the word of the day. And then we're going to... Got my pipe cleaner. Need a zip tie. Yeah, it should be on. Now, like I said, everybody, I'm a little worried, but you know what? We're going to start the zip tie on there before I take it off. Because the last time I did that, I about lost it. Thing's being cantankerous as heck. Alright, so we're going to smush this down and pinch it. We'll pull this up out. Make sure we get that zip tie over in the groove where the dowels were. Tighten that up just a little bit more. And then we're going to run our pipe cleaner through there that we're going to use to attach it. And we're going to tighten this zip tie down just a little bit more before we go through and start. Whoa, I dropped it. Alright, we're going to start making sure these don't have twists in them, like that one right there. Start moving these around a little bit while the pipe or while the zip tie is still loose enough that you can move stuff. Oh, I forgot to go back to where the comments were. Sorry, everybody. Bow looks what, Stacy? Don't insult my bow yet. I'm not done. I think I got all the kinks out of it there. Maybe. Maybe not. Forgot a word. Only you, sis. Only you. Alright, now you can crank down on that zip tie. And then just fluff, fluff, fluff. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. A couple of these ribbons. Oh, shoot. That one's got a twist in it. We'll have to make do. We'll figure it out. A couple of these ribbons. Not a big fan of. They're really super flimsy. But it'll be okay. They're not bad enough that they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, I'll be honest. I thought they'd be a little bit worse than this. That white satin, really thin and flimsy. The sheer is sheer. This one, not too bad. This leopard print right here, this stuff is really super thick. Alright guys, I think we're going to go ahead and put the bow in. And then we're going to play around with it a little more and do some more fluffing. Can't forget to cut the zip tie off. And then we're going to pick a spot to mount the bow. Okay, I'm happy with the sign there. I think we're going to go right here with the, maybe. Where's the upper ring? Alright, we're going to flip this, or else the pipe cleaner's going to show. Yeah, everybody's saying that Facebook's being really bad tonight. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm gonna regret doing this, but we're gonna flip it and get that bow tied in. All right. We may wind up trimming a couple of these tails. Maybe. Or, okay, let me rephrase that. Jeanette will probably wind up trimming a couple of these tails. Well, thank you, Alfreda. Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of this shear. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're going to trim a little bit off of this. I think we're also going to trim just a little bit off of that one. I think we're going to let that one hang. Yeah, this white ribbon right here is very flimsy, and it doesn't, the loops, I probably should have, knowing that it's as flimsy as it is, probably should have kept the loops shorter on that, because I think that would have held up a little better with a shorter loop. But you know what? You live and you learn. All right, let me fiddle with this bow just a little bit, a couple more minutes here, and then we're going to call it. All right, guys, let me switch cameras here. I can find the way to do it. Okay, there we go. Bring back my screen back up here. Tell you what, I don't think Jeanette realizes how spoiled she is for having somebody to help do all the camera work and the computer stuff. Because I always get stuck when I have to do it live. I have to do all this myself. It's kind of crazy. All right, guys, so there we are. Oh, back up a little bit, Floyd. There. So we got our bow, then we got our sign, and I'll tell you what, for some reason the colors are looking really muted on the TV. But this thing is really bright and sparkly. I like it. I might take that to work with me tomorrow, and then stop at the shop on the way home and throw it in the shop real quick. I might just do that. So what do you guys think? Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Shauna. Thanks, Debbie, Stacy, Linda, Joan. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, had a couple of issues there, struggling with mounting the sign and a couple things going on with the mesh. But I told Jeanette, I said I need to start making more, because I'm out of practice. I don't do lives very often, and I don't make bows outside, or I don't make wreaths outside the lives at all. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by and joining me. For those of you that are in the private group, I will be going live here in 47 minutes or so. And then we'll see what kind of trouble we get into in the private group tonight. I'm going to step outside the door and try to de-glitter, because I am covered. But that's okay. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining me again. And this is my little take on a little Happy New Year wreath. We had never made one before, and I kind of like how this turned out. So maybe next year we'll do a couple more a little earlier in the season. But I think it turned out really cute with the ribbon choices and the mesh. I do really like this black pine base. So next year we've got one more. So next Halloween, when we go to At Home, I think I'm going to load up on these. Like I said, they're $7.99, but I mean, that's not too awful bad. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here, go get a snack, get something to drink, and be back in the private group at 8 o'clock. And me and Jeanette will see you back here Monday night, 8 p.m., and we will have Wheel of Jeanette Monday night. So you guys have a good weekend, and we will see you Monday. Night, all.